You're the one behind this killing game. It seems that we have finally met, haven't we? So, this is quite the predicament.
No, you weren't meant to be here. You were.
Papa, it's going to be okay. You can't be here. You can't. No, you're not gonna stop this game. How dare you listen to her? Again, I was ordered by the mastermind. I've said this earlier, but your friend Madeline here has successfully contacted me. Through this, we have now begun an indication that could potentially end the killing game. What are you saying? She trying to stop it? After the things she's done? She's the mastermind. What are you getting at? Look, I found a way we could get out of the game, and it's through him. I might be able to end it. End this whole game and all of us can get out. With you being the mastermind? This must be another ploy. How can we believe you? Well, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to give him a chance. You shut up. Don't try giving credit to someone who's awful. They don't believe me. I found a way to end the killing game, and yet they aren't listening. I need to do something. So, what the fuck does this mean? What are you getting at, you? What do you mean? We're going through protocol. As a mastermind, one can request a cancellation of a killing game. It's part of rules. So, that's why I've come here. Madeline requested an ending, and I plan to give it to her. However, she'll have to fight for it. But how? How will you be fighting for it? What do you intend? Well, look, I'm a reasonable person. You see, you found me, the person behind the killing game. While I won't be revealing my true self, I will indulge and accept you all as a chance to win. So we're gonna do this any proper way. A trial. A trial? To end the killing game? Precisely. Allow me to explain the rules to you all. The rules for this trial will be a little different. You won't be finding a killer. Madeline will have the main stage. As the mastermind, it's your job to present a valid reason why I should end the killing game. If you provide an argument strong enough, I will end it and let you all go. Well, I think that's something I can do pretty well. Of course, you have to be very concise. These have never been done before, and when they have been attempted, they are very hard for people to complete. However, I assert that you have a lot more luck, considering all the inconveniences that have happened in this game. Oh, and while I'm at it, if you fail to correct... Oh, and if I may add, if you fail to do this, the game will continue as normally, and you won't have another opportunity like this. It will remain until it's over. Now, Madeline, I have a question for you. Do you accept this challenge? No, this will not be happening. I'm the mastermind. I can make the call. That won't be happening. Sorry, Badeline. Madeline called it, and she's the mastermind. It is her duty to end the game. Then I won't be standing for it. You think you can just end it all you want, but these games were meant to happen. I'm fighting for these people, these ultimate students. They don't deserve to lose their lives. I'm gonna keep them. We're leaving this. Well, then you just lost an ally. I'm not letting you end this game. I'm going to be fighting. After all, I know that things must end properly. We're only 2 deaths away. I will ensure it ends as it should. Well, a little combatants won't be a big issue. Perhaps we could go with 2 more. I don't know if we're gonna help you. Dad? Dad? Okay. Well then, Madeline, it seems it's about time for you to begin your case. If I am entertained enough, I will do it. I'll press this button and the game shall cease. I do hope you're prepared for this. Your case begins now. Good luck. I can do this. I have to defend my case, but... No one's believing in me. I have to convince them I can really do this. I need them on my side. Alright, stranger. I'll accept your bet. Then you'll have to make a pretty good argument. How will you start it off, if I may ask? I need to find a way that'll convince the mastermind that we can end this. Perhaps by setting it up? Or maybe I can reveal a ruse. How all of this was fake since the beginning. If that's the case, I should start with the community and everything it means.
The community. We'll see where you begin. Maybe you'll be able to formulate a good argument here. Tell me, what is the community?
Alright, I can do this. I need to figure out what it is. I'll reveal the truth of it.
There's a lot you already know about the community. It's made of a group that creates killing games, such as people as myself, the creator. They're also full of manipulators.
Hey, don't forget the mascots. The community isn't any of those things. It's a murder house of creators with overwhelming power. I agree with that. Well, that's one way to put it, Badeline. For someone who really wants to stop me, you're already starting off pretty bad. How dare you! Hey, leave her alone! What are you getting at? Nothing, I'm just... I want to hear her case. Well, I do know one thing about the community. It's a home to creators who like to make these killing games, similar to what you are. This community, it holds a wide audience. They make killing games, and these killing games are produced from dimensions, such as this one.
Well, I'd say you're right. No, when things like this happen, not even that is brought up. You're already getting a good start.
What does the community matter? Isn't our point of this whole thing to try and fight a way to reason and escape?
Yeah, bringing up the community is just gonna cause more problems than it will answers. We've answered everything about the community.
Everything? There's a lot that's ambiguous. I only know so much, but a lot of that was thanks to a certain amount of help. You better shut your trap. You don't tell them I let you know anything. Not to mention, if you know as much as you do think about the community, you'll be able to put up a better argument than this. I'm doing what I can. You don't like it? Then fine. I'm telling you the points exactly. These killing games were meant to be watched, and the creator has made it. You got quite the voice for someone who can't formulate proper arguments. Perhaps I can lighten the load a little? So you do know what the community is, and what everyone is in. But you don't fully understand how this whole killing game was created. I mean, the process was a bit ambiguous to you. I don't need the full story to not know parts of it. I can answer whatever you ask me, I think. Alright then, if you want to give it a chance, I'll play along. Let me ask you this. Who chooses the mastermind?
This is important. How?
He's trying to formulate an argument. We're gonna have to see if she can do it. So I'll ask you again, Madeline. If you know the community so well, who chooses the masterminds in it? Who chooses the masterminds? This is child's play, but maybe they're getting at something. Well, I should know the answer to this. Who chooses the masterminds of these killing games? I got it! After what you told me, the killing games are run through a hierarchy, and the person who would choose the mastermind is Monochrome.
Well, I do Took a while to come to that conclusion. Shut up! Why is this important?
When investigating about the mastermind, I ended up finding something interesting.
Learned this from Monami, but also you. It all works in a hierarchy. The creator makes the killing game. They choose a mono to run it, and then they choose a secret little agent. This case being me, the mastermind. But then, that moves along, and once the killing game starts, the mastermind ends up getting the second most power. The creator is subsided, and the monochrome has the weakest.
How does any of this apply then? After all, we didn't know Dementio could even do it. He died immediately, and if he was the mastermind, then Monochrome had the most power.
Second most, if we count Monami.
Monami was subject to a student. She probably could have taken over the game, but because of her inferiority, she was held back. It's a mystery, isn't it? Monami, another mascot who could have gotten the most power in the killing game, well, she held back, didn't she? It's strange, isn't it?
Hey now, I don't arrange anything. It all happens naturally. I won't let any of it get forced.
Actually, that's something I've been curious about. Monami. What do you mean? We know everything about her. She was sent here to end the killing game. Yeah, doesn't she work with a group or something? I'm forgetting what she called it. She called that group the community. But that's strange. The community is the one who made the game, yet she wanted to end it? Well, she did say this killing game was unwanted by the community.
Huh, that's a blatant lie. As the creator of this killing game, I can confirm that there were many people who wanted a resurface of mine in particular. So it's definitely nothing you should be worried about.
It's not a bad position. In order to formulate an argument to end the killing game, I need something structured that will willingly want to be ended. And by bringing up Monami's inclusion, I might be able to figure out why she was hated, and why the community should be fighting. I might be onto something.
What do you need? I'm not willing to help.
I have a question for you. Do you do me a favor? Can you tell me the process of making a mascot?
Huh? Look, I don't know what you want from me. I'm not willing to help.
I'm thinking of things in my mind. As a monochrome, you can probably come up with a way that can show how things were made. I'm gonna need your help to do that.
I haven't been made in years. I've never been broken to have my body replaced. You won't be getting a lot out of me, but fine. I guess it beats listening to this bastard. So fine, I'll let you know what you want, okay?
And don't forget about me. I'm here too. Perhaps it can help. I'll focus on it. We'll see if we can get somewhere.
Us mascots get made through construction. We're made of materials very hard to get. So
The more popular a mascot, the more they sell out.
Well, you all get owned by the community.
So wouldn't they have complete control over you? Why would they? All of the mascots still have their own say on anything they do. Wait, that's wrong! Badeline, I don't think that's correct. You say that all mascots have a way of having control over what they do, but that's not true. Oh, really? If you're not controlled by one of the games, you have your own conscience. And you can do what you want. Oh, really? We have someone that disproves that. Pier.
Hey, what are you getting at? Don't be pulling my kids in unaware.
I'm not. Pier just proves my point. I remember Pier telling me this. When me and him were alone in the Atlantic dimension, we had a conversation. He told me that even under your control, he wouldn't be free under the community. They always have a manipulation of some kind. I didn't realize it, but this applies to all mascots, doesn't it?
I don't know. But I don't like talking about it, considering the one in control of me is right behind me.
You see, some are very scared of their controls. I've questioned sometimes with my crowd. I'll say that much.
You've done more than that, you sick bastard.
But I am right. It doesn't matter if it's under the community or anyone else. Us mascots have coded systems where we have to obey who's in control.
Let me guess. You're gonna assume it, aren't you?
Exactly. This would have applied to Monica. The fact she came here wanting to stop the killing game, it made no sense. Well, why does Monami have to matter? I mean, she said she was trying to help us. She has since the beginning. Monami has been trying to help us. She gave us the dimensions, a way out, and she told us what she was here for. But after everything I've learned up to this point, her working with the community to end the game, it contradicts everything about the community. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Is Monami hiding something?
You shouldn't be thinking too hard about such things. They'll mess with your head. You'll be causing yourself a lot of problems that you couldn't even... You hear it too? You understand it, right? I've been trying to warn you about her since the beginning. I'm sorry about all of this.
My child, please. I don't want you to risk anything. He might do something if you interfere.
I'm tired of you using me, Papa. I want these guys to get out. Let me do it.
No, he might. Relax, Monocro. I'm subsiding for now. Okay.
Look, I know what's really going on here. What the deal with Monami was. But I know you're not gonna like it. But I want to help you all get out. I want to help you arrange a case against this guy. So let me help. I'll tell you what's really going on and why Monami's story doesn't make sense. Monami is lying or something. It's a mystery. Pierre, if you can help me solve it, I'm willing to listen. Tell me what you think's going on. You're right. Monami's whole thing has been an interest. We have to question it all, and I can help you understand the truth. Monami might have been more than we thought. I need to hear you out. What were you thinking? Let me ask you a couple questions, and you might understand. Firstly, how did Monami get into the killing game? This one was easy. We learned of it. It was Dementio's portal. He ended up opening one so that would try and escape, but while he was trying to escape, she was let inside. Exactly. We didn't know she was there for a while, but me and my siblings found her out. That leads me to my second game. Who did Monami say she was working for? This is something I also know already. It was the community. After the third-class trial, she told us who she was working for. The community. And she was trying to end the killing game. But that doesn't make sense. If she was working with the community, and the community wants this game to continue, is there something betraying her, or is she lying to us? Well, my last question may be able to answer this, so listen up. Who was Monami trying to stop? Well, she said that she wanted to end the killing game, but that doesn't imply a who. A specific person? The mastermind. Monami was trying to stop the mastermind, but she couldn't do it under their control. But the mastermind was Dementio, and Dementio took another route of escape. I see it now. You get it, don't you? You see why Monami lied to us? I get it. There's no other option. Monami is a traitor. This whole time, I believed Monami was on our side. I couldn't have been more wrong.
What are you saying?
Here's what happens. The community members are in control of the mascots, and we know that Monami was sent here by the community. But that wouldn't make sense, because then this therefore means that she was sent here to disrupt the killing game. But maybe that wasn't her goal. She wasn't here to end the killing game. No, she was sent here to do something else. Something else? What are you saying? You might not want to go too far with this wicked idea. It's simple. Monami was never on our side.
What?
Excuse me? You see it? Now you understand. Oh, really?
What are you thinking?
What if what she said was true? She was sent here to stop the killing game. Well, not that, but she was sent here by the community. We don't know anyone in it. Except for you.
What are you implying?
You see, Monami was betraying us. She wasn't here to stop the killing game. She was trying to stop Dementio.
What the hell? Isn't that the fucking same thing? If you stop the mastermind, it'll stop the game.
This doesn't make sense. Monami, have you forgotten?
Exactly, Madeline. Monami's been trying to get us out of the game since the beginning. She came to us, brought us to this dimension so we could take that portal to escape.
I know it seems like a stretch, but all of it can make sense. She was never working with us. It was all a ploy.
You cannot prove something like this. It's absurd and makes no sense. I don't want to hear.
You're standing a rough ground. You realize that? You're saying that I put Monami in this game? To do what? Stop Dementio? Dementio was my mastermind. Why would I go this far to attempt such a thing? I'm interested what you're saying. I found something that can prove the game was manipulated with. If I can prove it to him, I'll be able to win the game, and we can all escape, but they don't believe me. I know Monami was a liar to us. I need to prove it to him. I have to. You're saying Monami's a traitor?
I've never heard anything so pathetic before.
It's all real. Everything was manipulated so she could end the game. She told us she came to end the game.
But she works under the community. They can control her.
Oh, please. I haven't done anything to Monami. But then why would she target after Dementio? Well, there wasn't another goal Dementio had for this killing game.
Wait, that's wrong.
I'm sorry, Nook, but that's wrong. And it proves why I think this about Monami. What? How does Dementio having another plan prove this thing, a ridiculous thing about Monami? You see, it all comes down to one thing. Monocro's motives.
Oi, can you stop bringing me into things? It's really disruptive and I hate it.
I mean every word. Let me ask you all this. What has Monocro been trying to accomplish since Dementio died?
He's been trying to change dimensions, right?
No, not change dimensions. He's been trying to make his own, so that he can get away from the community. And if I'm correct, Monocro, you also told us that all of this was a backup plan. You never intended to move to the non-connected dimensions, right?
That's correct. Yes, the dimension shifting was not planned. It was a emergency action.
My claim is that Monami was put in this killing game to go after Dementio, not end the game. You see, there's a couple things I remember from my memories. There's one instance in particular. I remember seeing Dementio talk about the killing game in my memories. He ended up discussing everything that had happened and how he didn't want to be a part of it. He wanted it over as fast as he could. Those goals sound awfully similar, don't they?
You're right, we had same goals. He didn't want to rule the killing game, and to be frank, I didn't want to participate in it, or even run it. Neither of us wanted to do that.
Let me ask you something. Do you think by chance him up there would be aware of this?
Him? Well, you don't have to answer that, Monocro. Of course I was aware of it. I'm only confessing this because it's common logic. I'm in charge of the mascots, so of course I knew they were plotting this.
And there's my reasoning. Monami was not a ploy to end the killing game. Monami was put in this killing game to prevent Dementio and Monocro from stopping it.
But that's hard to make sense of. That's confusing. What were they doing?
I don't know. But if I continue this, I might be able to form an argument. And that way, we can figure out what the true intentions will never amount to victory. You knew this was coming, Madeline. So, your theory is that Monami was not here to help the game. She was here to try and stop me, Dementio, and Monocro. You don't have to hide it. You're putting up an argument.
I said I would. Your theory is ridiculous. Why would Monami, the one helping everyone, try to do this? You'll get no...
I know what you well enough, Badeline. You like to play games. Normally when you defend something like this, it's just a sign that you know I'm right.
Well, not this time. I'll prove it to you. How ridiculous this idea is. Your argument falls now. This killing game will remain.
Not if I have something to say about it. I will fight you for them. You know how this works already. I won't hesitate to put up a fight. You see, Monami came here to shut down the killing game. She said so herself. But she lied about her story. She confessed she was part of the community. Who's to say I didn't tell you otherwise? Her mascot body has been with a lot of group. You probably lied about that so you could win, didn't you? I lied. Is that so? Then let me ask you a question. She was trying to stop Dementio. She would have done it first chance she got. No, that's wrong. You'll never win, Badeline. I have a proof that it will prove otherwise. Listen up. I always question something. Why we had to change dimensions to begin with. It followed Monaco's orders, but I never realized that it was how Monami got into the game.
How does Monami entering the killing game matter in the slightest?
All because of the method that was used. She came through via Dimentio's portal. Do you think that wasn't prepared at all? But that rides off of your theory. Because if you say that Monaco and Dementio had the same plan, why would Monaco shut it down with the crystal? Well, that's probably what he wanted.
What are you saying?
We found out that you two still had contact with him. Monami revealed something to us. Remember the computer? She said it was a gateway. There was something like it in every dimension. You probably knew that he would end up doing something like this, sending Monami through to stop you all from plotting whatever you were doing. That's why he did it. What? No. No. Hold on, but that would imply Monaco and Dementio worked together. Did you?
Me and Dementio. Sure, I chose him as the mastermind, but
It's all true.
Pier.
Yes, my father and Dementio worked together. This whole thing. They planned it out so that they could try and end the killing game. With his mascot form and Dementio, they thought we could do it. And the way he planned to do it was from his death. It was bait. Luring Monami into the game was bait for you guys. You could distract her, and that's how you let all this happen. With Dementio dead, no one was left to run the killing game. It was your perfect plan to escape. So, that explains it. He really tried to get rid of himself. And you tried to do it fast to get rid of Monami. But that's not what happened, was it?
It was an idea.
This is bull. This is worthless. You're making theories you can't understand, and I won't stand for them. Why would Dementio do that? Why would Dementio willingly give up? Why didn't he commit to the killing game after being chosen?
Why? Because he didn't want to do it?
Are you serious? Come on, you know how masterminds work.
I can agree with her on that. Most of the masterminds that are ever chosen always complete the killing game, because it gives them an advantage. Even if they die in the end, it's always fated.
So why was Dementio different? Why would he sacrifice himself?
Madeline, your argument, it's starting to hold ground. I think I trust you.
Nook,
You're doing it.
I'm sorry. We didn't believe this, but it makes sense why Monami lied to us. Do you have anything to prove this? At all? They're starting to believe in me again. That's good. Maybe we can do this. I need to answer this question. Why didn't Dementio commit to the killing games, like the other masterminds? Why did he willingly sacrifice himself? I got it! The answer to that is simple, Badeline. It's all because of my memories.
What? Your memories? How does that interplay with his plans at all?
You see, there are a lot of people here. A lot of people with different emotions. But there's none quite like me. You know that. I have trauma, pain, and I've done a lot of things I regret. But that's why he picked me. Remember what he said? He said I was important. The key, even. He needed me because I gave the most luck in transferring magic. And thus, by transferring it to you, you got all the abilities.
Well, it was fruitless. Look what it's made me. I'm ruthless now. So does it really matter?
But it all lines up. That's it. You know it.
Shut up. He made a bad choice picking you. Cause look where it's gotten him. A new body without a care in the world. It's humorous. Yeah, well, it's also pathetic.
Shoot. So what now? I mean, haven't you gotten your answer? It's clear enough why they targeted Madeline.
Not at all. I'm not done yet. There's so many questions have yet to be answered. I have more. I have more and more and more.
You're not gonna stop fighting, are you? You just won't accept these answers we give, will you?
Not at all. You know how I feel about them.
Fine then. I'll continue this game with you. I believe there's one more piece of evidence that can solidify this point, that Dementio and Monocro worked together to end the game. This was all a trap for Mon and me. I can prove it.
Those two could not have worked together. A setup like this, it's impossible.
But we know he was in control of Monami.
That's not to say I actually sent her.
But could they have really done it in time with Monami's interference?
In order for us to do that, we had to distract her.
I agree with that.
There's been some evidence I've questioned for a long while. I've tried to make sense of some of it, but it always comes up blind to me. But now I confidently have an answer. Have we ever questioned why the swords existed?
The swords? They were to enhance the game, right? Make it rougher on us.
No, I don't think that's why the swords existed. Perhaps they were a precaution.
The swords? You mean the legend, the fashionista, the animal caretaker, the fucking officer? And that goddamn whatever he was. How do they matter?
You see, at first, I thought they were just a twist on the game. The swords were more than that. Monocro, you put them in because they would distract Monami.
What do you mean by that?
You knew Monami is another mascot. You revealed to us that mascots have access of all the school's inner functions. This included her. With her in the game, you couldn't easily get out. You needed another method. So, you gave her something that she would have to look out for, that kept her from stopping the game. Those were the swords. That makes sense. The swords had a bunch of abilities that Monocro would, along with Monami. Essentially, they were scouts, weren't they? Exactly. The advantages you gave them were just a precaution, but they were never used to try and end the game. Well, maybe they were, but they were all in hopes to keep Monami. They weren't trying to stop the game, they were trying to keep an eye out for her. And that's why they did what they did. It's why you manipulated them. It's why you also got rid of them when they weren't useful, when Monami wasn't around anymore. That's it, isn't it?
They were scouts? That's ridiculous. No. This can't be happening. I know what they are. They could not have done this. I know.
Okay, fine. We've heard enough. make a good argument. I'd be damned I'm listening to all this.
Shut up, you stupid bird. You do not tell my father to shut up.
It's okay. Let Daddy talk.
You don't say a word. You'll be helping them.
What is there to hide? I've practically been revealed of everything. So, you found the truth. Why I chose the swords, why I lied. It's all common sense, isn't it?
You confess it. It was all a ploy.
It wasn't a ploy. You're right, mon ami. It wasn't a ploy. You're right, Madeline. You were right since the start. After I started the killing game, I knew that I wanted to get out. Of course, he wouldn't allow it.
I told you to run a killing game and you didn't accomplish that.
That's why I chose another way out. That's why I worked differently. I tried to think how I could shortcut my way out, and I came up with a solution. That's why I chose Dementio as the mastermind. After all, your hierarchy was right. So after you picked Dementio as the mastermind, he was able to use his powers. That's how you could set everything up. Exactly. I knew of Monami's ploys. So, I ended up making the swords to lie. And with their help, they would unconditionally keep Monami from helping. When Dementio died, however, it was unprecedented. It was meant to be simple, but it kept going. It angered me. So, I did another solution. I captured Monami. That's how all this happened. I've been trying to get out this whole time.
Why have you been fighting then in such a convoluted manner? Why take us through all these broken dimensions?
Because of him, damn it. He uses me. He uses all us mascots. He's used my children, and they've died. One by one. They've all died, Madeline. Don't you see how painful that is? Watching my kids die. And I'm stuck in a killing game I don't want to run. I'm trying as much as I can to get out while trying to follow the rules. Also, I don't have to go back with him, and I can be alone. I never wanted to do this damn killing game. My hand was forced. And now people treat me like a damn villain. All because I got some students I didn't want to die killed.
Papa, it's okay. We can rebuild them. You said we would.
It's not going to be happening. I don't think we'll get that chance.
You want out of here just as bad. You worked with Dementio to plot a murder.
It was all a setup. You really thought that this would work, didn't you?
Of course I did.
Monocro, he sympathizes. He understands the pain. We could have helped him, but it didn't go that way. Now things are wrong and messed up. I didn't see him this way. He's hurting just as bad. I'm sorry.
We would have too, but Dementio's transition to giving another body, his magic acted differently. It was all a setup, wasn't it? You just had to turn angry. Well, Monocro, nice confession. It seems you really do hate me.
The whole community.
Well, it's a good thing your plan failed. Because you know now that you're in this trial, you will no longer get your home. Once this is over, I'm taking you back.
Point to it? You could just kill him for even trying it. What? I mean, you really think that Dementio transferring his soul to me would work? Do you not see why I don't care for this killing game? Do you see why I want it to go? Dementio is gone. I'm not Dementio, I'm his magic. His magic was burned and made of darkness. I will encourse evil. That is why I do what I do. It's all a setup.
He would have worked, but Dementio had no control of his magic. It would have been successful if it changed.
It didn't. I became ruthless.
I would have expected you otherwise. That's why it hurts seeing you back in your evil ways.
I am not Dementio. That is why I do this.
The fact you could all be so pathetic. That is why I'm keeping this game right. As his evil magic, I want to see the evil prevail. I want to see it all come to an end. That's why I'm fighting, to end this game, so it all can end in bloodshed. I've heard we've never had a victorious killing game. I'm changing that.
I don't think so. Sure, your plan may have failed, and theirs did too. But look where we are now. It's all been proven, Badeline. I've accepted it, and it's shown that this can happen.
Who cares if you win this? It's not gonna event to anything. You'll have escaped for what? Another killing game will begin. Nothing's gonna happen. But we can make a difference.
Badeline, throughout this killing game, before you revealed yourself, you helped me. You helped solve these murders, and you helped get me to a better position. All thanks to you. I would not have made it this far without you. You were just too blind to accept that.
Don't try to play kind to me. I've made my decision and that's not changing.
It doesn't have to. I thought I could trust you, even as something else. This killing game won't be ending. You have to entrust in our hope. We've been fighting and fighting and fighting. So the fact you can accept that, it hurts my own self. But Badeline, it doesn't matter. I've made a point. Don't you see it? It's all laid out in stone. This entire case has been laid out from beginning to end. So you see it. We were set up. You are at fault.
I suppose you're right, aren't you, Madeline? You know, I have to congratulate you. You did something not many have done before. You made an argument and proved that I, the creator of this game, sabotaged it just so that things could go the way it should have been.
You confess. You did send Monami in.
Of course I did. They tried to stop the game. I had to do something now. Well then, that just proves it. You've confessed, and so doesn't that technically mean we win?
I mean, there's nothing left to fight. After all, Madeline here put up a pretty good argument. Monami was a ploy, and she was sent in here just so that she could try and stop Dementio and Monica's plan. Essentially, that means that, well, you set us up.
Does it matter? I mean, I arranged this whole trial so that you all could have a chance. You've proven a point, so I did put Monami in the game so that Dementio would not be successful. Perhaps it failed, but hey, my point has been proven.
Well, so is Madeline's. You said if we put up an argument, you'd end it. And we did. We proved that you actually interfered with the game. So, you should let us go, right?
Everything's been explained. The swords, the dimensions, Monami's appearance, why Monocro was trying to escape, and what the community is. We figured it out. That means I've given my big argument. There's not a whole lot I can keep fighting for. It's been done. So, now that you understand that, you know what you must do. This creator. You have to end it. It's all been fought for. There's nothing left.
No, I don't.
What?
Huh? What? Are you serious? What?
No, this... You can't...
What? Hey, wait a second. You said if we put up an argument and proved you had interfered with the game, you'd let us go.
Agreed? I did no such thing. I told you all that none of these attempts at revealing the mastermind and ending the game were successful. Why do you think that is? Oh, because us creators decide. You're pathetic for trying this. I mean, I gave you a chance, and so what if you found out that Monami was nothing but a traitor? I'm not ending it for morality. I'm ending it because it's what I want. After all, I don't have to listen to Dementio's arguments, Badeline's, or anyone else's. It all comes together to a neat and finished picture. So I don't care for any opinions you have. It doesn't matter what form they take. The EA set me up, and I don't prefer it. I've worked too hard to make this game even complete with how flimsy and how many dimensions were abused because of it. So now, I plan to end it normally. After all, as I've said, I have an audience watching this.
No, you can't do this. We made a deal. Madeline made an argument.
No, you can't do this. We've lost all our other ways out of this game. We don't want to kill anymore. It's all been one misunderstanding.
I told you it would fail. I told all of you. I guess I really did win in the end.
No, please. We're this close. You can't do this to me and my father. The students, too. Relax. It's not like I'm doing anything big. I'm just continuing the game. I'm ending the trial, and then we can go back to a regular one. But that would mean my father would be back under your control. Oh, please, Pierre. He didn't have a choice. Not like you do either.
We need to do something. What do we do? I don't know. I thought we could end the game. It was a lie. I revealed all the secrets, and yet he's not letting this happen. He's holding me back. No, I fought too long. There has to be something I can do to change his mind. I can't give up. I don't want to give up anymore. I'm tired of it. I can't do it. I don't want... You gotta think of something.
We don't want to continue this game. You have to stop.
Please, anything, Madeline. Just don't let it continue. We need to do something and keep it from happening anymore. I need to think. There's gotta be something. Something I can use. Something that can stop this. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's it. Wait!
What?
You can't end the trial.
What do you mean? What are you gonna do? Say I'm not Monocro? That's pathetic.
Not at all. You can't vote because you'd be contradicting yourself. Two things. Firstly, the rules of the class trial state that we must vote ourselves as students. Secondly, Monami told us something. When we were together, Monami told us that the only way a game could end or continue was through the interference of the mastermind. She said this to herself, and I know you deployed Monami into this killing game.
Essentially, you told us that. You just gave us a rule that we didn't intend.
Therefore, I ended it. That means I started this trial because I called you. That means I can also end it whenever. You do not have the right to do this.
Essentially, the only one who can properly end a trial is the mastermind.
Me. And that would mean you get the final say. You can let us free.
She's right. Yeah, we can do that. Therefore, we can end this properly.
We could still win. You have control because you're mastermind.
That's right. So he can't do anything. You have the say. I know it. That's why you can't be doing this. I am the one who can end it. You don't have a say, our fabled creator. It will end here. And I say that... Hold on.
You know, you raise a good point. Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? You outright say that you are the only one who can vote. As someone who is controlling Monami, I confess I said that as her. And yes, I suppose you are right. But again, Madeline, You aren't the only mastermind. You're not the only one with a say in the matter. Right, Badeline? What does she have to do? We've confirmed she's not the mastermind. It's her.
Yes, but Dementio's still a part of her. Isn't that right? So, she still has a say. I suppose if your side's really true, then you'd also have to convince her, the only one trusting in my cause. So if you wish to end the game, you'll have to convince her otherwise. I guess that's my only other option in this matter.
This is a setup.
What?
It's a setup. We know we can't convince Badeline. We've tried this whole trial. She hasn't listened to a word we've said. And yet, he thinks that we can just fix her and have her come to our side? Not like that's happening. You're in charge, Madeline. We can't do this.
But it's the only way. If I'm gonna end this game, I need her on my side. She's just as much of a mastermind as I am. I need her to listen. I need to get through to...
She just went on a whole spiel about how she's so evil. Do you really think you can trust her?
Would you rather die here in this killing game? You have to try.
You're right. I do. I need to do it. If I can get this to happen, perhaps we can end it. Badeline, I know you want this game to continue, but I need... No!
Madeline, please, don't do this. I know you want to, but I...
Monochrome? What are you doing? This is her problem? Are you...
Don't do this! You have to get Badeline on your side, and then it'll be over, right? But not for me. I thought I told you. Everything I love is dead. Everything I cared about is gone. You think you can just change her opinion? If you do that, he's gonna take me back. I'm gonna be back in the community if you do that. I can't allow it. You can't do that to me. Please, I don't want to go back.
No, Monochrome. I'm not gonna let him do that. Please, we need to get out of here. I just need to talk to Badeline. I promise I'll keep you safe. You just...
No, I won't listen to you. Everything failed. My plan with Dementio failed, and now I was left alone. I was abandoned. I had to try and make up for it myself, but look what's happened. I'm gonna die now if I let you do this. I can't accept that. I'm sorry, Madeline. You're not getting into her.
Monochrome's putting up a fight. He's not gonna let me get into Badeline easily. He's still struggling, but I need to prove him I'm going to help. It's what he wants. I can do this. I have to get into Badeline, and we'll end the game. I'll prove to her that she can be good.
Well, let's see who wins now. Hope or despair?
So, this is it?
Can we really end it here?
No, there will be another trick. It might be our only chance.
If you shut down the game now, the community will take me back.
He can't control you forever. You need to fight for yourself.
She's right. We will become better if we beat them to their game.
Is there anything left to fight for? How does freedom sound? I don't know if I can believe in that anymore. But the dimensions will reconnect. The killer games will resurface. I'm fighting to keep them closed. I won't let despair prevail anymore. She's right. We can hope for a better fate for these games. We can convince him to stop future ones. He might just make another game.
He certainly won't be finishing this one.
They will continue to use students, masterminds, and mascots like Monami that we were all used to do wrong, but we can still do better. I've learned anyone can become better. We can all redeem ourselves.
Can we really finish the fight?
We can make a change to these
We
killing
need to
games.
prove it, that way it can be redeemed.
Dementio's plan failed. He left me behind and now it cannot be fixed. But Badeline can fix that. She needs to see the truth.
If we look inside our problems, we can still find a way to be better.
No, I've made my choice. Why do you all still fight when you know these games will only continue? You can't stop it. Because if we can end it, others can too, as long as we hope.
You never had a say.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
What? Did you think I would let you win that easily?
We gave you an argument. We have proven everything.
Monami lied to us. You put her in the game to stop Dementio.
You knew he and Monica were going to escape. What else is there?
And yet, all I need is Badeline's vote for me to win. She will vote for Despair to win. You cannot change that outcome.
No, part of me is in her. I will show she can find remorse.
Then show me. This game will finish and you cannot stop it.
Why do you truly want the killing game to end? The killing game has hurt so many, including us. I'm doing what the others wanted. I'm saving us from this despair. Lord Madeline, you know you will never save everybody. The game shall end with death, as they all will. So, what say you, Badeline?
I say...
I was wrong. The killing games will come to an end.
What? You...
Badeline. It's funny. I've never thought I'd ever speak up on such a funny matter. Well, you know, there's something special about it. Hearing you all talk away your problems. Someone who feels like they let people die. Someone who couldn't defend anyone. Someone who can't get over the guilt others cause. Someone who feels they've caused death. And of course you, the one who's been through it all the trauma. It's entertaining, but I guess there is a sense of rejuvenation inside of those statements. We all want to keep fighting and fix things. We have to. It's what will make this world better and end the game. I'm aware. But maybe you were right, Madeline. I have been with you this whole time. Since the very beginning. I was able to be a part of you and understand you. And look where it's gotten us. Just another hellhole. I love it. But Dementio's magic, it's not me. I should have helped you, as the many times I did to get through this. But my magic, it holds too much of me. I hate this. And you know what? I think I'm done with it. Are you ending the game? I don't know. Not for me, at least. I could make it better. You can too. But I still feel I am nothing but a pawn in this game. Tell me the truth. Tell me what really happened here throughout this whole case. Okay. I can do that. I'll tell you how this killing game really began. This is everything that happened in this case. It began at the very start of the killing game. Monocro was visited by the soon-to-be creator of a new killing. This is our creator, the one for our killing game. He brought Monaco in hopes to make his game more unique and offered to let him run. He wasn't interested, but under control of the community, he had no choice and was forced to accept the deal. In order to counter this, he needed a way to get out. He had to think hard and find a way that can shortcut out of the game. That's when he got an idea. He went and recruited one of his students who was planned to be the mastermind. As Monocro, he can choose the mastermind for the killing game, and he knew exactly who he would do. This was Dementio, the ultimate puppeteer. The two made a deal. Monocro could go back to his own life with his chicks if Dementio ended the killing game. Dementio, being evil, did have a way to end the killing game, as he didn't want to do him either, and the two shook hands on it. They were quick to learn about our plot. The creator knew that they were trying to do something such as this, and needed a way to hinder them. That's when he came up with a plan. He started working on repairs of an old mascot, Monami, and would send her into the game as a spy to hinder them. And when this was done,
Monami ended up going through the game through a very particular route. Dementio, on the first day, planned a fake escape to fool us. This was how Monami slipped in, when the portal was invisible. And because of this, she was now part amongst us. Next was the swords. They needed a way to ensure Monami would not find them, or at least stop Dementio. So they put up barriers through the form of 5 individuals who could defend against them. This was a strong choice, as it kept Monami away and made her fear another source could stop her. Finally, to end the game, Dementio needed to change his form to something else. If the mastermind was dead, it couldn't continue. So, he came up with a plan, and he changed his form. He planned to give himself away to Madeline, so that he could end it. When he was murdered by Waddle Dee, his body and magic flew away and came to me. It became Madeline. But that's the problem. Dementio's magic became eviler now that it was alone, and it didn't end the game as it should have. They remained the same, and because of it, the game had continued. Monocro was subject to continue the game, but in order to resort and keep any more mistakes from this from happening, he began bringing us to multiple dimensions that weren't connected to the real ones, so that we were isolated, and he could find a new escape through these methods. That's how it happened. That's how this game really began. Since the beginning, it all explains itself. As the creator, you should see that, right?
And there you have it. The truth of the killing game. I knew you could do it. As you always do. I'm sorry for the ways I treated you. It wasn't right. But we can make it better. I promise. Can we resolve this? And end the game, right? Correct. Traitor, sir? I think we're ready. I've made my decision. I ask that you end the killing game. Me and Badeline.
This is your final decision?
It is now. End the game.
I'm entertained, I'll say that much. It's very rare to see people get even this close to victory. You've outsmarted me, you've shown that I manipulated the game, and that I really did defeat it in the end. I have to congratulate you all. Well, I've made my verdict. It seems for the first time in forever, the creator pronounces this killing game complete. This killing game, Dimensional Disparity, is officially over.
They did it! They did it! That's it? Wait, is it? It's over, Madeline. You did it. You ended the killing game. Congrats, Mastermind. No way, it's over. It's over! Oh my god! I can't believe this. We actually did. This is amazing. We finished it. We can leave. Wow. I can't believe you actually did it, Madeline. Good job.
This is amazing. I can't believe it. We can all go home now. We're not gonna be stuck here anymore.
No, we're not gonna be. We get to leave now. All of us. The bloodshed won't continue anymore.
Well, for this killing game, I have to congratulate you. You did something not many could. However, I am disappointed. I'll have to make another one from scratch. But it was destined to happen. You can't stop all the bloodshed. You've only hindered this one, Madeline. You won't be the mastermind again.
I know that.
You all fought a pretty hard game, and there's no more stalling I can give you all.
Well, that's it. The game is over. You all may depart.
Huh? Wait, it's that simple? There's no strings attached, right?
No, the crystal's already in the machine. All I had to do was power it on. Go ahead. I've aligned it to your correct dimension. Touch it, and you can leave. For good.
Really? This is... Wow. I can't believe we can go. Oh gosh. What?
So wait, I can get home? How do I...
Just like that, I guess?
Well, shoot. I guess we should join her.
Get me out of this hellhole.
Well, it may be better to get out before he changes his mind.
I don't think he will. But, hey, at least us two boys really did survive.
Yeah, very worth it. Let's get out of here.
Madeline, come join us.
Well, what are you waiting for? You can head out now.
They're gonna take us back. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Father. We prepared for this. We can go over and we get our kids back.
That won't be happening.
Give me 1 second.
Hey, I'm still Mastermind, right? Well, up until you leave that portal. I learned for this trial the hierarchy system. I still have a say in the matter. I have a request for you. Those two. Don't use them anymore. Are you serious? Yes. Do not use them in any other games.
Madeline, what are you...
Ah, fuck it. What's the problem in it? After all, they're old and broken. He's retired anyways. I only brought them into this one for a special occasion. I can suffice.
But be lucky, Monocro. You know you won't be getting your kids back with this. You'll be alone.
It's better than with you.
Good.
Madeline, you helped us.
I'm so sorry for all of this. I didn't realize, Monocro, how much you were hurting just as fast as us. I should have realized you were being manipulated. I really should not have judged you. That was wrong of me, but now that you're here, you can make a new dimension with just you and your kid, right?
That was my intention. I'll finally get away from the community. Hopefully.
But you helped us. That means so much to us. Thank you, Madeline. Here. I'm gonna miss you, by the way.
I'll miss you too.
I'm sorry, again, for everything I did. If only the other mascots could speak up, I know they're hurting too.
Don't worry about them. You matter right now.
Well, if we ever incidentally cross paths again, see you later, Madeline.
Well, let's get out of here. Well, that was awfully kind of you. This whole thing started because it was their goal. I want to give it to them. I can't let them hurt. I'm not gonna see you if I do this, am I? Not unless you go to the mountain. Again, this is Dementio's magic. He tethered it to the disconnected dimensions. You're about to enter one that is connected. Because of that, I won't exist anymore. I won't be coming with you. Well, if that's the case, I can say one thing. You were a really great friend. And a helper, too. What do you expect? We all kind of get along that way. I'll see you later, okay? Hope it's not the last time. Now head on out of here before he changes his mind. Alright.
Madeline. Oh, you made it. Oh, thank goodness. What took you so?
I was just wrapping things up. We're outside. Oh my gosh.
No dimensions anymore.
We're back in our own, where we belong.
I can feel the grass. I can feel everything again. Hey, are you alright? I just want to lie down for a second. I missed this. You did? You can't see it. I can feel it. Fair enough. Well, we made it. We're back in our own world. I can finally be one again.
Got away from the killings. Now we're back home. One problem, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I wouldn't say nowhere. I recognize this location. This is where the school was before we all passed out.
That's so? Then there shouldn't be there should be a town not far from here. We might be in it as well. We just have to get there.
But what now? I mean, so we just go back to our normal lives? Like nothing Of course not. There's a lot of things we need to focus on. There are a lot of people who lost their lives who want to be here. Waddle Dee, Propeller Knight, Fennekin, Shanty, Weavile, Windy, Cream, Masky. We left him, didn't we? Masky. He's still in that dimension. Well, we did set them free. He has to leave. I know he has to. So, we just head home then. I mean, there's nothing else for us to do.
What else can we do? It's just gonna happen again.
What do you...
You heard what he said. These killing games, they're not gonna stop. We may have survived this one, but what's gonna say he's not gonna just make another? Okay? Look, this isn't a damn victory, alright? This is survival. Honestly, we may have won the battle, but we lost the war.
I wouldn't say that. Well, he did bring up that very few killing games had survived like ours.
So that's a problem. What now? I'm unsure. But something needs to be done. Either to hold it off or keep this from continuing.
Well, we can't here. Not anymore. We're out of that hellhole. And you know what? I'm happier. I'm gonna go home. Find my cousins, family. Okay? Look, I'm gonna leave.
Nook.
Relax. I know where I'm going. We have keen senses, us Tanukis. Well, goodbye, you guys. I'm leaving.
He does have a point. Sure, we won this, but it's not gonna stop them from making another. It's just gonna keep going. It's like a loop.
Well, surely we can do something. Maybe if we work together, we can find a solution.
Well, they're all in dimensions. I don't know any way we can get back. The only idea I have is to go meet Badeline by going back home to that mountain, but I don't want to think about it now. I just want to stay here, where it's colorful. Well, I want to get back to the gloomy stuff. I believe I know where my mansion is. I'll be heading there. Well, you all were good company. And she didn't say goodbye. Man, I thought we would end this a lot more happy.
Well, if it makes you too happy, I could take you guys back to my swamp. At least till we find a way to get you two home.
Well, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Plus, I think she's gonna need some guy. I mean, I can't see. I'm gonna have to.
Well, that can work. Just, give me a sec. I need to try and figure out where we are, even. And then I can take you there.
I'm gonna stay in the sun. Just a little longer. That's okay. You can go right ahead, Piranha Plant. We'll tell you when we're ready to move. Okay. Thanks for saving us. I'm glad I didn't give up faith in you. Thank you, Piranha Plant. I'm glad you survived with me. Of course. They're right. This isn't gonna stop the killing games. That creator's just gonna make another. And a lot of the others I've heard of will too. The fact we escaped at all, it's not how we should end this. But we don't have a choice. We've escaped,
There's nothing more I can do. So I'm glad I'm no longer the mastermind, but I got out of the game. There are so many friends I lost, though. If only I could have done something. Maybe, in a way, someone else could. I know this won't be the last killing game, but maybe, just maybe, there might be hope for someone else.
So, do we have a deal, Monokuma?
Define your deal. What are you speaking about?
Our deal. I don't suppose you would have a clue anyways. Because you're hooked up to my fashionable machine. Personally, anything I'm saying, you can't even hear the real words of what I'm saying. All you're going to be understanding is the praise that you'll be giving me and the amount of love that you'll be showing. I have many plans for you, and so do I with the others.
Others? I don't understand. What did you mean by that?
Why, there are others, Monokuma. You really thought you were the only one? Of course, I wouldn't expect you to know that. Are you really the same bear you've been 3 years ago? Of course, you have nothing to struggle about. You'll be treated, taken down, and you'll be done with justice this time. Almost like a hand-me-down. My employees will take very good care of you, as they will of this game. I dare now that what you believe. So I dare you to trust me. Consider yourself lucky to be in my presence, to be in the limelight for good.